Good afternoon, all. CamelbackTrading.org coming to you this Friday afternoon, March 1st. We are looking at Window Traders market profile of the ES and NQ. Fantastic performance by the bulls today, as this is the first time in over 2 years that I can say the three indices that we look at are all up on all three time frames. Righty is up on the monthly, weekly, and daily. Talk about a hallelujah. It's been a long time coming for them. ES breaks out of their daily balance with a trend day. NQ explodes out of their weekly and daily balance to the upside. ES goes out with a triple distribution day. Now look how small our singles are. Look how small they are, but they held. SPY went out with a quadruple distribution day. SPY held their single prints in F. NQ goes out with a triple distribution. NQ one time framed up the entire day until K. One time framed up was single printing F, G, H, I, J, and then finally K. Took a breather. Righty goes out, 11 wide point of control, and a double distribution day. I'm going to recap all these charts after we get through everything else. Saw the market well, but once again, I had a great morning. I had a very good morning. Okay? Had a very good morning in both NQ and in ES, and I did nothing after E period. Again, we talk about you guys and gals have been following me on this for years, right? I'm as honest as possible. These struggles or with these grind days. Now, it really wasn't a grind. Again, this was a very accommodating day. We broke it, right? Part 3 of balance rules is to get through a balance high and not look back. Well, that's what we did today. So there's no excuse, and again, I'm talking to myself, there's no excuse for not getting involved. Okay? NQ was difficult. NQ was not pulling back, but it didn't matter. Again, with the single printing, well, they had a decent ebb and flow. Should have been taking longs, F period through the beginning of K, or at least through J. Same in ES. ES gave even better risk rewards because even ES had a tough time going triple distribution. They tried in F, failed. They tried in G, failed. They tried in H, failed. Finally held an I by a little bit. But you still had really good risk reward against previous time frame lows, H, I. So, we had a huge discussion in the last hour about this in the trading room. That's what we do. I mean, it slowed down. You saw the algos got tired. I'm not surprised we didn't probe. So when we slow down, we talk about these type of days. First and foremost, you don't want to be on the other side of these days. Well, I used to be on the other side of these days, believe me, at times. So for the most part, I don't do that. That's a win. Now, the second part is to get involved on the side of these days, which is obviously to be a buyer for a good part of the day. Now, I was a buyer in A, B, C, and D, and E. So the first 5 time frames, I did very well. No complaints. But then after that, I'm looking at ES saying, well, we can't hold trend. We didn't have an afternoon pullback. I'm like, well, we're not holding trend. Maybe we take out a time frame low. Okay, that's a reason. I get it. That's a reason. But it doesn't hurt to take even a 1 lot. So if it does stop the 1 time framing and you get the pullback you're looking for, now you take the bigger play. So I'm just, it's frustrating. It's frustrating. Keep working on it, and I'll continue to work on it. More importantly, my room isn't about my trading. It's about educating people in the room. and on these videos. So I'm hoping that it helps you guys and gals to get better at that. Take a long, put a stop. It goes up, raise your stop a couple of points. You don't want to raise it too much where you get stopped out in the one-time framing and the single print and just continue. But, lock it in. So if you took a long in G, all right, you raise your stop to H's low. Now you raise your stop to I's low. Now you raise your stop to J's low. Guess what? You're locking in money, and then now you raise your stop to K's low. Okay, I got stopped out, but I bought it down here in G at 32. I made 9 or 10 points. So hopefully that helps. So I'm not going over my trades because I think that was a better use of time because, again, I was long in A, I was long in B, C, D, and E, and did well on all of them. As far as our destinations go, the high we have is 513.29, and that's another thing. I know a lot of people use fibs and measured moves and all different types. I'm not that trader, so to me it's uncharted territory. So it's hard. Even when maybe it does pull back sometimes on a day like today. Well, we got the all-time high. Really, what is the next target? Is it 51.50? We got close. NQ blew through 18.2, and it blew through 18.3. So forget about looking at round numbers. It literally blew through both of those. So just a little tough. Also, when you have that type of uncharted land that we're dealing with. So 513.29 upside. Downside, 3 sets of single prints in ES, SPY. 512.31 to 24. 511.40 to 38. 509.68 to 56. They are all small. And then today's low of 508.56. ES, the only destination is the all-time high, 49.25. You have single prints that fill at 38.75. You have the other set that fill at 11.75, and today's low of 01.25. Okay? Now, let's go to the charts and talk a little bit there. I hope that helps because, look, another thing we talked about, and I guarantee this happens. It's one thing to stay on the sidelines, which I did. But I'm telling you, I bet you there's a lot of people that, they stay on the sideline, but let me try a short here. And lose 2-3 points. Let me try another one, trying to pick top. It doesn't work. It doesn't work on these days. So not only are you not participating on the side we should be on, you're getting hurt on the short side. So that I at least try to keep people out of my room doing that. Now, look at IWM. My goodness, I don't know how long, since May of 2022 till I'm officially calling the monthly up this month, okay, is, yesterday went up or whatever, when we made the new high above December's high. That's amazing. So it took from May of 2022 to late February of 2024. Almost 2 full years up. Now what you want to see is you want to get distance away from prior months, right? Look what happened back here. They ripped up and ripped right back on the monthly, and that was it. So Righty has a lot of work to do to the all-time high. A lot of work. Okay, there's still $38 off of it. They're almost 20% off the all-time high still. But at least for now, they're up in the monthly. They're up in the weekly. And they're up in the daily. So kudos to the bulls for IWM. Now let's go to Qs and NQ. One time framing up 5 months, including this month. It's day 1, and we already made a new high. One time framing up 5 months. Very healthy. Weekly. Just came out of a 3-week balance. Now, the whole balance was last week. Boom, up. And this is another reason while people are looking at today's today's price action. I'm going to go back to the profile because there's something else I want to show you. People are like, can't go high, can't go high. Well, just put in your head. If you're an educated trader, we just came out of a 3-week balance. Of course you can go higher. We've gone bull, balance, bull, balance, bull, balance, bull, balance, bull. Hello? You can go higher. Stop trying to pick tops. And on the daily, exploded out of a 6-day balance to the upside. Now, the volume's not great. You would like to see more. That's also one part of the equation only. And then, on the monthly in ES and SPY, same thing. 5 months, one time framing up. Weekly. Now, remember, last week or 2 weeks ago, we came out of a 2-week balance in ES last week. But SPY has been one time framing up. 8 weeks. 9 weeks here. 17 weeks, my friends, out of what? 18. That's phenomenal. So think about trying to pick tops. Think about the people getting destroyed trying to pick tops. Why would you do it? Why would you do it? And here's the daily. 6-day balance, explode up. Now, not only that, look at the gaps we're holding. This is a huge gap. We never came close to touching it. This isn't Nvidia. This isn't a tech stock or a pharmaceutical. This is the S&P. We had that huge gap. Look at the next. Even though we were in balance prior to today, we never came close to getting into it. Look at these gaps. Look how huge this gap is still. Another one here. Another one here. This has been a pretty powerful market. This has been a pretty powerful market. Since we started off on that first gap in November 1st, the high was 424, I'll round it out to. We're up $88 since then. So incredibly powerful. Now I want to show you one other thing that might help on these type of days. Now again, these type of days are rare. Now the problem with most people, especially people who don't use the profile and are just looking at 30-minute bars. You look at a 30, actually I should have stayed on the chart first. But you look at a 30-minute bar and all you look at is price going up. It can't go up anymore. This is so much more proficient than looking at a 30-minute bar, a 1-minute bar, any other bar. Because it's showing you so point blank when value keeps getting raised. Volume POC, TPO, single prints, one-time framing. I tell the people in my room, and I tell myself the same thing. Stop looking at this price over here. Forget price. I hate when people say, I trade price. Good for you. Trade what the market's telling you. I hope it helps. Hope it helps. It's, these aren't common days, but these are the days where you should really make your hay, right? You should really kick ass on these days. This was a tough week. These prior 4 days were very tough. Look at this. You had tight ranges. You had the market down, up. Oh, no. Look at this one. Oh, I don't know what I want to do on this one. Even yesterday. This is the day. This is the analogy I've used in my room. These 4 days, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, is like having a 500-pound rowboat sitting on the sand, and you have to push it to the water, and you're 100 yards from the freaking ocean. And you're spending these 4 days pushing it. You're sweating. You're like trying to grind out, 50 yards a day, to try to get it to the ocean's edge, right? Same thing. Oh, I'm trying to make $200 a day, $500 a day, trying to make, something out of this. Then Nirvana. You finally get your rowboat into the ocean, and now the tide takes you out. And this is the day you should let the market, aka the tide, do the work for you. Now, I did do that in A through E, but certainly did not do it F through K. Look at this. This is, you'll see this again one day. Might be the downside. These are the days you try to make a little bit as you're pushing your boat towards the ocean. And this is the day to sit back, right, with a nice drink in your hand, taking the sun on your rowboat as the ocean tide does the work for you, and let the market do the work for you. We'll close it on that note. Thank you for listening. I hope you had a great day in week trading. Enjoy your weekend. And we'll speak prior to the opening on Monday.